Hi everyone, Sailor Starfighter Dustin here, and today I'm going to talk about something that I may have talked about before. So, Pgsm, and no, we're not talking about the drawing show, we're not talking about Hearst or any those drawing shows. We're talking about the only Farseer show that was ever made for Sailor Moon. This started from the end of 2003 YL and ran until 2004 YL, which never had gotten a broadcast or a streaming deal anywhere outside of DAWNLAND, you know, and why that was. Now, you would think that Sailor Moon still being beloved to this day, as right now, you would think that somehow, some way, Toei would have gotten it out there for folks to see. Now, I have two guesses. These are guesses here, because I don't know. One, I think that Toei wanted to bring PGSM outside of Dawnland, but no Farseer folkwork business, no streaming website at the time. There were very few of them. Didn't want to have a broadcast or a streaming deal. Or could have been the other way around, is that folkworks and streaming websites wanted to broadcast and stream it, but Toei didn't want to have any deals with them. Your guess is good as mine in that one. Now, I know some folks are going to say, well, maybe it didn't do so well. Maybe the looking and watching it got on the sundry Farseer folkworks over in Dawnland. Maybe it didn't do so well. I don't know. Your guess is good as mine on that one. All I know is that no one outside of Dawnland ever saw it broadcast or streamed. And it's been uploaded all over the interwebs. First on Euro, then on Daily Motion or Daily Work, then on Vugon, then on the Internet Archives or Interweb Holdings. But these are not true broadcasts or true streaming deals. And it was never written into any speech beyond Dawnish. So if you do see it written in your speech, because someone had to take the time to write it into your speech, because it was never written by Toei into any other speeches. Now, there are some unlikenesses between PGSM and the books and the drawing shows. At first, it starts out like, every take of Sailor Moon starts out, but as they go on, it starts to shift. Some folks are handled unlike. Like, Serena is Serena, so that doesn't really shift a whole lot. Amy is still the highly wise one. Ray still works at her worship house, and Lita is still into making, cooking, and doing things with the yard. Mina, instead of dreaming that she was a songstress, she is a songstress, and a well-known one. But she keeps away from the other sailor fighters due to her knowing more about her past life and believing that her past life is more needed than the life she's living now. Lou and Artemis are rag dolls, believe it or not. And Luna does become a girl who can become Sailor Luna when need. So that's a big unlikeness. Also, you got Miko Sakari, or however you say her kid name, who is only from the Farseer show itself and not from the books, not from the plays, not from the drawing films, the drawing shows, or any other take of Sailor Moon out there. Queen Beryl is herself, and Jadeite, Nephlite, Zoisite, and Malachite are themselves, but they are written more near to the books selves than they are to the drawing show selves. Also, keep in mind that there are some unlikenesses, though. But the grounds to why it never got freed, no broadcast or streaming deal, even as 2025 YL comes, there's still no word on it. Now, some folks had a belief, and this is my belief too, that Viz would have gotten the rights to the show, and that they would have at least put it into English, but that never happened. Pgsm never got Englished. It never got any speech. It was never truly put into any speech. It was never put on disc. It was never, no one ever gotten a broadcast or a streaming deal with it. And everyone has their beliefs over why this was. Some folks say that TOEI is very shielding over what deals they give to folks and what they don't. And I don't know why the Farseer show would be the one that they don't want to do anything with. I don't know why that is. And some folks are going to bring up, the TOEI business and Now Golding business, they might not feel that Pgsm would work outside of DAWNLAND. I don't know if that's true or not, but I'm just making guesses here. So why do you think that Pgsm, the live Farseer show as Sailor Moon did, why do you think that it didn't work? Or why do you think that it never gotten any broadcast or streaming deal in any land outside of DAWNLAND? And I'll see you later.